Hello, everyone. Let's check if we're live, and we are, I think. Hello, everyone. Where am I? Here am I. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We don't have a student at the moment. We're just waiting to see if our student is coming in. We're going to have a chat today. Hopefully, we've got a little list of things here to chat about. We were speaking yesterday to Jürgen from Bhutan, and he works as a tour guide, and so we're going to see. We'll talk about the things that he may use, language he may use, and things he may say to different people. Now, while we're waiting, what I might do is I'll take this away, and what we might do is I will share. I was looking at this other page that was telling me all about, quite interesting, I thought, telling me about different things that were essential when people are going on a trek. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, so this is a website called Australis. It seems to be Australis, and they're talking about essential trekking equipment for people who are going hiking. Now, obviously, from the picture there, looks very amazing. Incredible mountain area. I think in their logo, they talk about Cape Horn and Patagonia. So I'm assuming those images are from those areas. I don't know them, but I guess it is from those areas. And this is obviously for larger scale trekking, I guess, or like if you're camping overnight, they're particularly looking at. So what they're saying is that it's an active thing that you need to think about. It's an active activity. So we've got lots of things that that you need to take. Now I think here on the left, this is obviously like a jacket, and this is, I guess, the thing when people are trekking or hiking, bushwalking, all those sorts of things. This is one of the sort of things that they consider essential, and is I guess the main thing people would look at. This perhaps, and also the poles that we can see at the bottom there. What's on top of the poles, I'm not sure. Perhaps they're gaiters or things to protect the legs and the ankles and shin area. Or the lower leg, I guess we could say. So below the knee, and down to attach to the boot. Perhaps that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. I assume what's above or in the middle, I guess, in the center, they are, I guess it's a pot for cooking. And perhaps it's a stove inside as well. I guess that would be even handier if it's a stove, so you can put the kerosene or butane or whatever it may be underneath, and then cook straight from there. I guess it's a nicer way of dealing with things, although perhaps, I guess, a lot of people might be having fires if that's permitted in an area. Above the pot or cooker, we have a map, a light, and a pocket knife. Let me just have a look there. So I guess that's an interesting sort of a light, but I guess a light or a torch, and I guess it's something that can last for quite a long time. There's we've got some. So the pocket knife, boots, I guess, are important. I've always found, in my experience, I always have problems if I tie the shoes all the way to the top. I personally have to tie them sort of just like a normal shoe and don't tie it all the way up. Otherwise, I have problems with the ankles. But I guess good sturdy boots are important, and also socks. I guess they've got the thicker thermal woolen socks there. Let me just check. We've got Ugin. Let me see if we can get Ugin in here. Hello, how are you? Are you there, Ugin? Ugin, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ugin? Okay, I think maybe we're still sort of working out the audio there, so we will continue. But I'm interested to see, like in different areas, what different people consider essential and what they use for when they're hiking. So here, what they've listed is long and short sleeve t-shirts, I guess, to take care of the sun and the cold, I guess. They can be handy for both. They're talking about synthetic fibers, and I guess it's particularly important for when you need to dry it as well. It needs to dry quickly. Let's try Ugin again. Hello, you there, Ugin?
Hello.
Hello. How are you going today?
I'm good.
Fantastic, fantastic. I was just looking at some website with different. They're talking about different gear for trekking and for hiking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you were saying in the last class, you were saying that your hikes or your treks they're normally just during the day, is it? You don't camp overnight, is that right?
Usually, yes. Of course, when we do the hiking, day hiking, we don't camp. But when we do the trek,
Mm-hmm.
then we have to do the camping. Yes, to hold
Okay.
the night. Yeah.
And how long are the treks for? How many days?
It depends. We have like 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, like 14 days, 21 days, 25 days, and
Wow.
like
Okay.
27 days. Yeah.
Well, okay, okay, they're very, very long treks then, and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so and so this page is talking about some of what they're looking at, some of the essential equipment for people going
Mhm,
on a trek. The
mhm.
things that you can see on the page here, are they the sort of things that you would consider essential?
Yes. Yes.
So let me just check. So what are the things that you would always take? So list them for me if you could.
Uh, yeah, of course, we'll take the run gears with us. Yes, trekking boot,
Hmm.
torch, walking stick, and yes, of course, a map. Like
Hmm.
normal, we uh, don't use map that much, but we take like a GPS.
Okay.
GPS, we use
I
GPS
guess these,
delivery.
but and you're always getting the signal, I guess. So there's
Yes,
no
yes, yes,
problems with
we
that.
do. We do get yes.
Mm.
We do get yes. Yes.
Hmm.
And then, uh,
And what sort of socks do you advise people to get? Like if they're going on a longer trek, I guess
I
it's a
yeah, yeah. Actually, they have to carry a very good socks, high
yeah,
quality one, and a
yeah,
very thick one because since we have to climb high altitude and sleep around like 5,200 meters,
yeah.
so I think yeah they have to carry a good quality one.
And how many pairs of thick socks would you advise people carry?
If they could carry like for 25 days trek, it's better to carry like 6 to 7 pairs.
6 or 7 pairs.
Yes,
Okay.
sometime when we do the trek, there will rain and it
Hmm.
may get wet. Okay, and
Hmm. Hmm.
they have to change in certain places.
So they would change their socks during the day.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. 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 And okay, so and the because I was speculating, I'm not sure. I was thinking what this is on top of the poles. I'm not exactly sure, but I was thinking they're perhaps gaiters to protect the inside of the boot
Oh,
and the bottom half of the leg. I think, but I'm not sure.
yeah. Yes, yes. We use getters to protect from like
Hmm.
mud, or some places we have like leeches,
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, we
yeah,
use
yeah.
getters also. Yes, yes, with the boot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was thinking that's quite a useful thing, but I guess if you're when the water gets in, I guess that's more from actually having to walk in or through water and muddy type areas. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mhm. Okay, okay. And and do when people go on the treks, I assume they're carrying their own equipment. Is that right?
Normally in Bhutan, what we'll do is they only carry their clothes, okay, and they are
Hmm.
necessary things, okay. If they are like have some medical problem, they have to carry their medicines and all with them. Rest,
Hmm.
everything we can take care of by the travel agent in Bhutan.
Okay.
So what they have to carry is just a backpack only,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
a backpack. And then what we do is we have the horses to carry all the things.
Okay.
So we use the horses till up to like 4,500 meters.
Right.
So after 4,500 meters, we use like yachts to carry
Okay,
the
the yaks.
equipments
Okay.
and everything. Yes, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So there's like one day where I guess there's a transfer of the equipment from the horses and to the yaks.
Yeah, what we'll do is like till up to 4,500, we use the horses.
Hmm.
Okay, so after 4,500, the horses can't climb up, because
Is that
it's
just
like
because they're faster, or is it because they can carry more?
not carry more because of the gravels,
Okay.
because of their feet, they couldn't move properly.
Right.
So what we do, we use after 4,500, we use yaks.
Hmm.
So they are used to on those places, and everything was transferred to the yaks, and then the yak will carry it,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. And how much further is that you're using the yaks?
Uh, Normally, so from 2,500, we changed from horses to yak, and then like
Hmm.
5,000, 6,000. Okay. Then
Hmm.
from there, again, when we go down, and then
Hmm.
we try to use again horses
Okay.
from other side. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. And so, how heavy are people's packs normally, give or take?
Especially for the tourists, they can carry like their rain gears, okay, and then the water,
The rain gear, yeah.
the
Hmm.
rain gear and the water, and
Hmm.
then like let's say the walking stick, the poles. That's it, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
But,
So
and
for the lunch,
how heavy do they tend to be?
normally we advise them to carry less than 5 kg, 5 kilo,
Okay. Okay.
5 kilo, less than 5 kilo.
I think that's important, isn't it? Because
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
if they have if they have to if it's for a short walk, maybe it's not too much. Like if it's
yeah,
seven
yes,
kilos, 8 kilos, or something like that,
yes,
even up
yes,
to 10
yes,
maybe. But if it's over a long time, it can
yeah,
start to be a problem. But it's
yeah,
a good experience as well, I guess, because if people haven't gone on a trek or a longer hike, they really learn what is essential and what's not essential.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what I was thinking today, I was saying to you at the end of the last class that you could maybe tell us about some of the things that you need to explain to people, or a bit more difficult for you to talk to people about. So to customers or clients or whatever, to give
Mhm.
them certain information. And I guess the three that I imagine would be the most common, but you can tell me if there are others, of course, would be at the beginning or when you're talking to people about the tours or treks, you would give them an overview and tell them basically what they're going to expect or what's going to happen or what they can anticipate. The safety instructions in terms of perhaps different locations or what we're saying with essential equipment, that sort of stuff, and how to look after each other in certain situations. And also, I've written it down as cultural awareness instructions. I say instructions, maybe it's guidance as well, depending on which word we want to use. In terms of, like you were saying, when perhaps you're visiting a different temple or a place that's considered sacred or something like that, and how people can be respectful. And so what I was thinking we could do today is for you to practice when you're giving that advice or that guidance or those instructions to people.
Okay, okay, then I'll try my best.
Mm-hmm.
So, normally what we do is, as soon as we receive the clients, and we have to brief them. First of all, we have to brief them. Okay, once they are reached at hotel, and we brief them. What we
Okay,
brief them.
so I want you to talk to me as if you're briefing me. If I'm a client and you're briefing me,
Okay.
what would you be saying to me?
Okay then. So what now? Okay, I'll start from beginning. Okay. So hello, Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Okay.
How
So
you going? Nice to meet you.
Sent to you. I'll be your guide for this whole trip, and then I'm going to guide you. Okay. So now I'm going to brief you a little bit about our trekking. Before the trekking, we have 2 days in like capital city and 1 day in like a western part of Bhutan.
Okay.
So what we do is before we go for the trekking, we normally do like hiking about like 3,000 meters, which is called the place called Tiger Nest. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to do that Tiger Nest as a hiking just to acclimatize, just
Acclimatize.
yeah, acclimatize yourself for the trekking, to prepare for the trekking. And tomorrow we'll do that, and after that we'll come back to the hotel, we'll take a rest. So now tomorrow we'll do that. What we'll do is at morning 7 o'clock you'll have your breakfast, and like 8 we're going to move from hotel to do the hiking
Okay.
towards the Tiger Nest.
So we leave the hotel at 8 o'clock.
Yes,
Okay.
towards the Tiger Nest. From hotel to Tiger Nest, it will take around 15 minutes drive by the big coach, okay, by big bus. So I'm just talking about around 10 to 15 people tracking, okay, just now. So we are taking the coach. So it will take around 15 minutes to reach the base at the base. So from base, we have to do the hiking for like 2.5 hours to reach the Tiger Nest
2.5
Temple.
hours. Okay.
Yeah, Tiger Nest Temple. So tomorrow morning.
How steep is that walk? Is it like flat or?
It's a little bit steep. Okay. So once from the base, we have to climb up till the first viewpoint. It will take around like almost 2 hours to reach at the viewpoint.
Okay.
So before the viewpoint, we'll stop where there is one cafeteria where we have tea, coffee, take a rest for a little bit. And after that, we'll climb up again. And then once we reach up there at the viewpoint, then you're allowed to take pictures where you can see the Tiger Nest. So where you can see the tiger nest, so you can take pictures. We'll take a rest a little bit. From there, again, we have to descend down a little, maybe like 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's actually a gorge, you know. You have to descend down, and from
Okay.
there, again, we have to climb up for like less than 15 to 20 minutes again to reach the
Okay.
temple.
Hmm.
So you must be prepared, you know. You have to carry your water with you,
Hmm.
or either if you don't have water, once we reach at the base, then we'll issue a bottle of water, maybe like 500 ml bottle of water.
500
So
mils. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So if you think it's not enough for you, then you just let me know. Then I'll just uh, try to provide the waters anytime because I'm
Well,
carrying a like a what called the bag with me. I'm carrying a water for you, so
okay.
there's no need to worry about the waters. So
Is
once
is
you,
so not don't worry about water. Are there any
yeah,
places to refill along the way?
of course, you can refill it once you reach at the cafeteria.
Okay. But there's
Okay,
nowhere before the cafeteria.
no, no, no. Since
Okay.
it's a very sacred place, even the horses are allowed to go, but till up to the halfway only.
Okay.
After halfway, horses are not allowed to go till up to
Okay.
the temple. So those who are uh, those who would like to use horses, do let me know. I have to confirm the horses. How many people wanted to use the horse? Okay,
Hmm.
so it's a pre-booking. We have to pre-book the horse today
Okay.
itself. Otherwise, tomorrow we won't get the horses because a lot of tourists are going up.
Oh, okay.
In a day, almost like 1,000 tourists will going up and coming down.
Okay. Yes.
So we have to do the pre-book for the
Hmm.
horses.
Hmm.
So then, like uh, tomorrow, we'll move by 8 from hotel. We'll reach at the base by 8:15.
Hmm.
Then once we reach at the base, then uh, I'll just inform you. You know whether you would like to, you are whether you can use the walking stick or not
Hmm.
because it's not that steep. So going up is we'll walk slowly, not too fast because till up to 3,150 meters, we have to climb up from 2,200 meters to 3,150 meters.
Okay.
So we have to climb up. It's almost on 900 or something like 900, in between 900 or 1,000 meters. We have to climb
Okay.
up. So
In what time frame? Or in like an hour or in a couple of hours? How much like how
uh,
steep is that to go up? That 900 meters.
still it's like almost like 2 hours we have to climb up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's not
Yeah.
too bad. That's not too
Yeah.
bad. I,
Yes.
I guess I'm probably going to use the stick more for coming down than going up, I think.
Yes. Yes. It's better. I think. Yes. Yes. So like tomorrow after breakfast at 8, we'll move from the hotel. 8:15, we'll be at the base, and you can use some restroom or a
Hmm.
toilet. You can use that one, and then we'll continue our hiking towards the temple. But
Hmm.
after 1 hour, 20 minutes, we'll be at the cafeteria. So if you like to have some coffee, tea, or anything else, or you want to refill your water, you can do
Hmm.
it at the cafeteria. Then after
Are
cafeteria,
you? This is. I don't know if this is a good question or not. Are you allowed to go to the toilet along the way? Is that okay, or is it a no
yes,
no?
of course, yes, you're allowed to go, but what we call is friendly bush.
Okay,
Friendly bush. Okay, so we have a good environment, so you
right.
can use the bushes to use your toilet on the way.
Okay, okay, all right.
So we don't have toilets unless we reach at the cafeteria.
The cafeteria, yeah.
Yes,
Until we reach the cafeteria.
yes, yes. Then
Okay.
after when you reach the cafeteria, then you can refill your water. If you like to have tea, coffee, anything else, then you can have it, and we'll take a rest for like around 10 to 15 minutes over there.
Hmm.
And then again from there it's a little bit steep to the
Hmm.
viewpoint. So we'll climb up from there to viewpoint, and once we reach at the viewpoint, then from there you can see the Tiger Nest monastery.
Hmm.
So when I tell Tiger Nest, maybe you might be surprised, there should be a tiger den, not a tiger nest. So I will explain you maybe like once we reach at the temple
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow. So from viewpoint, we have to descend down to the gorge again.
Mm-hmm.
It will take almost like 10 to 15 minutes to descend down and
Into the gorge.
into the gorge. Yes, at that time, I think you have to better to use your walking stick when stepping down.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we have to descend down to the gorge. So
Mm-hmm.
after 10 to 15 minutes, then we have to cross a
Mm-hmm.
small stream, right? The water which goes to small stream.
Right.
And then after crossing that, and then we have to climb up for the 10, yes, let's say 10 minutes.
Right.
And then
Okay.
once we reach at the point,
Mm-hmm.
then there will be some policemen and security over there. What they will ask you to, you are not allowed to take your cameras with you inside the
Okay.
temples. Okay. And at that time, I'll take my responsibility to collect all your cameras, your cell phones, and I'll get one locker. And
Okay.
then I have to do entries over there. How many clients are there? Okay. All your names and your passport numbers will be with me already. So
But
I'll just,
can you take photos of us inside the temple at all? Like, can you do some for us? Is there
no,
one
no,
camera or something they use or?
no. Even I have to leave my cell phone outside in the
Okay.
locker.
Uh-huh.
So without camera and cell phone, you have to get inside the temple. It's very
Okay.
secret. It was that temple actually built in 8th century.
Uh-huh.
8th century by one of the saint from, let's say, he was actually born in Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm going to explain you about little bit about the temple now. Okay. What
Okay.
now we are already outside the temple now. So
Mm-hmm.
the name of the temple is Tiger Nest. We call Tak Sang. Actually, it
Tucson.
should be the tiger den. Okay.
Right.
So everybody actually they asked me before also, why not tiger den? Why tiger nest? So there is a reason behind.
Mm-hmm.
So in like 8th century,
In the 8th
there's
century.
yeah, the saint called Ugen Padma Sambhawa or Ugen Guru Rinpoche.
Mm-hmm.
So Ugen Padma Sambhawa actually he was born in Pakistan, place called Soit.
Right.
He was born from Lotus. He was born from Lotus,
Mm-hmm.
and he was adopted by the king over there.
Right.
Actually, at that time, the name of this place is Ugen Dana. Ugen Dana,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So he was adopted by the king. And if I go back to that century, the Pakistan used to be a Buddhist country.
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan, Afghanistan. So everybody knows that, recently that in Afghanistan, they have destroyed the Buddha statue.
Mm-hmm.
So it means they used to be a Buddhist before, but later
Right.
on they were dominated by the Muslims. So
Mm-hmm.
at that time, the second Buddha. Now, when I talk about second Buddha actually he was like a reincarnation of uh, Buddha Sudedana, the present Buddha,
Mm-hmm.
Shakyamuni. He's a reincarnation of Shakyamuni.
Mm-hmm.
After what Shakyamuni actually told to his disciples that, after 1,200 years, he'll reborn
He
in
will
the
be
place
reborn.
that he'll be reborn. And he already explained, which place and how. And he was actually reborn in Pakistan from the lotus. And he was adopted by the dead king. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, that king wanted him to be like a king of that place. But
Mm-hmm.
because of his previous life, he had a
Mm-hmm.
religious mind and he wanted to become a monk. And he left that palace.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly he came to Nepal. And he stayed there in Nepal. And from
Nepal.
Nepal,
Mm-hmm.
yes, from Nepal, he went back, he went to Tibet. And he stayed in Tibet for many years.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back to Nepal. And from Nepal, he came to Bhutan. So at that time, when he came to Bhutan, uh, that time the country, our country have different names. They are saying that
Hmm.
Ho Jong Menjong means the uh, place of medical herbs
Okay.
at that time. So he came to
Hmm.
Bhutan, and then he was in eastern part of Bhutan doing some meditation over there.
Hmm.
So at that time, when he was meditating, he actually uh, saw a dream. It's kind of dream that
Hmm.
western part of Bhutan there is one demoness who's going to harm all the people over there.
A
So all of
demon.
us, yeah, demon, yes.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden, he actually turned himself. No, he had one concert from Yapal. Uh, yeah, concert, yes, like wife, what called concert?
A consort. Hmm.
Concert, yes, concert, yeah. And she was with him, and then actually she turned herself into tigerist. She turned
Into a
herself into tigerist,
tiger nest.
tiger. I mean the
Oh, a
tiger,
tigress. Oh, okay.
yeah, tigerist. And then he rode on the top of this tiger and flew from eastern part of Bhutan to the western part of Bhutan, the place in Tiger Nest right now. And he
Hmm.
was landed there, and he meditated there for 3 months, and he subdued their demons,
Hmm.
and that is why we call Tiger Nest. So normally, if you go in like a things, we say Tiger Den, but it's a Tiger Nest. We say it. We call it Tak Tsang. Tak Tsang means tiger nest. When we translate
Hmm.
into English, Tak means tiger, Tsang means
Hmm.
nest. So Tak
But
Tsang.
specifically because of that story.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes. And he stayed there. He subdued the demons, and then from there, the people over there was actually respected him. And this place is called Paro district. Okay, this one is Paro
Hmm.
district.
Hmm.
So still, the people over there they are growing good food, fruits, rice. Because their soil is so fertile because of the
Hmm.
again Guru Padma Sambhava. Because of his like what do you call them, his prayer. He did a prayer on them, to have a
Hmm.
good uh,
Good
fertile soil.
harvest. Or, okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
harvest, and
Well, I
everything.
guess
Yes,
the soil is longer term, isn't
yes,
it? So yeah.
yes. And then he just this place is actually very good. They grow the red rice and
Hmm.
very good one. So now, once you get inside the temple, you could see his
Hmm.
statue riding on the tigers, and then upstairs you can see his statue, spoken statue of uh, Guru Padma Sambhava.
Hmm.
It was railed once, in 1990, the temple actually burned down
Oh,
by the fire because, as you know very well, with Buddhists always burn a butter lamp inside the altar.
right.
So by any means, something went wrong, and then the temple was burned down totally. At
Mm.
that time, the spoken statue of Guru Rinpoche was still there. Nothing happened to that statue.
Mm.
It's
That's like
because of
100 years ago.
yes,
That fire. Mhm.
that fire was 1990.
Oh, 1990. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
one
So like
nine
30
one nine
years
nine
ago.
zero. Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. Nothing happened to that that statue.
Mhm.
That statue actually brought from the Tibet in olden days in the 8th century.
Mhm.
No, sorry, not in 8th century. Uh, 8th century, Guru Padma Sambha, he came to that place. He subdued the demons. He stayed there for 4 months and meditated, and he went back to Nepal again.
Mhm.
And after that, like in 17th century, and again, we had a reincarnation of Ugen Guru Padmasambha, who meditated over there.
Mhm. Who
So,
meditated over there?
who meditated over there.
Mhm.
So his reincarnation was born in Bhutan, and his reincarnation actually built that one in 17th century. The monastery was built in 17th century,
Mhm.
okay, by his
Mhm.
incarnation.
Mhm.
And then at that time, they brought the statue of Guru Rinpoche from Tibet, and it was so heavy when they brought from Tibet to Bhutan at that place. Before the path, the trails is very narrow. It's very narrow. Even one people it's difficult to move
So
from.
what, one person wide, you would
Yes,
say?
yes. It's very difficult for even for one people to walk from that place. So they brought that statue from like Tibet to that point, the viewpoint, and from viewpoint they didn't get any idea how to carry because the statue is too big. It's very heavy. One
Mm-hmm.
people can't carry it at the back. So
Mm-hmm.
at that time, at that temple, the monk came to that place and he prayed to that statue, and then he just carried from Tibet to that viewpoint. Four people have to carry that statue, and once they reached there, they didn't get any idea. The monk came there, and the monk actually prayed to that story, that statue, and then that monk could carry the statue by one
Mm-hmm.
person from there to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very secret statue. So during 1990s,
Sorry,
when uh,
secret or sacred?
sacred or secret, I don't know, sacred.
Well, secret is like no one knows about it. Like it's a
Or
secret. Shh.
yes,
But
yes,
this
secret,
is sacred.
secret.
Sacred meaning like it's very special. We have to be very careful with it. It's like in the spiritual sense, it means so much and that sort of thing is sacred.
Yes, yes, sacred. SACRED. Yes,
Yep.
sacred. Yes, yes, yes. That is the one. That is why it's very sacred that place is.
Mm-hmm.
So once we reach at the point, we are not allowed to carry our even a backpack. We are not allowed to carry inside the temple.
Mm-hmm.
We have to leave inside the locker, and then we'll get inside the temple. Then we'll do there's some sightseeing inside the temple. There are almost like 8 temples inside.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, we'll come back, and then we'll again descend down to the gorge. Again, from gorge to the viewpoint, we have to climb up, and from
Mm-hmm.
there, we have to descend down till up to cafeteria. So, if you would like to have your lunch at cafeteria, we'll have our lunch at cafeteria. If you think
Mm-hmm.
that you don't like to eat in cafeteria, you can come back to hotel. Either you want to go to town to have lunch over there. So whatever it is, we have to do the pre-booking lunch.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we have to decide now what we're having for or where we're going to have lunch.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So we have to do the pre-booking. So
And is
if you
there a
have,
choice of what you can have?
if it is in big group, I don't think so. We don't have choice
Mhm.
because if it is a small group, yes, we can ask them. We can go through their menu and do it. But
And
it is
what's
in
an
big.
example of what they may give you?
Now in Bhutan also it's changed. It's like 1974. Our tourism when we start our tourism, it's
Hmm.
almost like only the Bhutanese foods are uh, actually tourists have to try our Bhutanese food only.
Hmm.
It's very hot. So we don't have any different kind of like foods. But now our chefs they went to Thailand, they went to Singapore, they went
Oh,
to
okay.
some other place to train
Try
themselves.
different things.
So they came back now. Whatever they make for the Westerners, they have a good idea how to make. What kind of
Okay.
food they eat.
Okay.
So if they like to try our Bhutanese dishes, they can try it. If not, if they want to eat like Westerners food, is they can actually prepare it.
Hmm.
Whatever it is, we have to like pre-book for the big groups. For like one
And
to
does
three
it?
person,
Sorry, does it tend to be vegetarian food or is it with meat as well?
of course, you'll get meat also. So you might be surprised that saying Bhutan is a Buddhist country, so you are eating meat.
Hmm.
It, it will be a surprise for you because Bhutanese people, we don't kill animals.
Hmm.
Even we can't go for fishing. If you, now sometimes they do some fishing, because illegally.
Hmm.
If they are caught, they have to be in jail for 1 year. They have to pay like $1,000 as a fine.
Hmm.
And the meats actually we import from India:
Oh,
beef,
okay.
fish, chicken, everything we bought from India. So we
Okay.
don't slaughter. Yes, killing is called slaughter or
Slaughter, yes.
slaughter. Yes, yes, slaughter. We don't do it in Bhutan because we are a Buddhist. So before, like
Okay,
people, they used to eat meat in Bhutan, but
right.
because of religions hate called Chief
Hmm.
Abbot, Chief Abbot. He
Hmm.
actually explained people that if you eat meat like this, then he just explained to people now almost like 55% people in Bhutan are vegetarian now.
Okay.
So slowly, everybody, I hope in the near future, people become a vegetarian. But
Hmm.
still, then we use the meat for the tourists who come inside the Bhutan. Some people they
Okay.
like to eat meat. Like chicken, beef, fish,
But
pork.
I could imagine on the trail the options are more vegetarian compared to other
Yeah.
places where it's more in the city and that sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. Mostly, some places like if you go to some places, they may not have meat with them. They
Hmm.
always offer like vegetarian, like
Hmm.
vegetables. It's very organic. Here in Bhutan,
Yeah.
we always grow organic. We never use chemicals.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's very organic. It's fresh
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
organic. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, Ugan. We need to finish up there. I think you've done really well. So in terms of what we wanted to look at, in terms of getting an overview of the trek, we did that. I
Mhm.
think we got the safety instructions and how to be careful, and the guidance, particularly with, like we were saying, going up and down and that sort of
Yes,
thing.
yes.
And also in terms of the way you gave the instruction in terms of uh, that you can't take cameras or anything else in, and also why in terms of that it's um, a sacred site.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess in terms of if we want to, and then in terms of understanding and impression, uh, I I think I understood everything. If you tested me, I'm not sure I would remember everything, but I think I understood everything. So in terms of communication, I thought that was fantastic in terms of the detail and the accuracy. So I'm going to give you two things just to try and think about and try and work on. Uh,
Hmm.
but just that's just for me being a teacher,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I guess trying to be picky and that sort of thing.
Hmm.
So there was a couple of things that I heard a few times, and these are all relatively minor, like we were saying, in terms of getting the message across. But it's just more in terms of I guess the grammar that people like to have. And
Yeah.
so the first one is when you have, or when you say before, it could be before or after, it's the same thing.
Okay.
What the word after before is a noun of some sort, or a word with ing. So a gerund is what they're
Okay.
called.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like before going on the trek, or before the trek, or before packing, or before leaving the hotel, or before speaking to the customer, or whatever it may be. Um, so it's not like before to going, I think it was that you were saying, and that sort of thing. So it's a very minor thing, yeah, in terms of the understanding. The other thing that I heard a few times, uh, was when you were using reach. Uh, I It was very common for you to say reach at the viewpoint, or we reach at the hotel. So we just want to take away that preposition. So when we reach the hotel, when we reach the gorge, when we reach the cafeteria. So not reach at
Okay.
or not reach to.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, so when we reach, and then the place or the position. Does that make sense?
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll practice and do like a quick summary those the next time we will speak. But thank you very much for coming into the class today. Much appreciated.
You're welcome, please. Welcome, please, and thank you very much. So before we
Thank you very
end,
much.
I would like to know that are you married?
Me? No, I'm
Yeah.
not.
Okay. I'm married and I have 3 kids.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you
How,
very
how
much.
old are how old are your kids?
My elder son is 20,
Uh-huh,
and second son is 17, and
uh-huh.
third one is my daughter, who's like 11.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. And how long have you been married for?
Almost like 22 years, I think. Yeah.
22 years. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And in like obviously when with weddings and stuff, there are commonly ceremonies and that sort of thing. Is there a special type of ceremony in Bhutan for weddings?
Yeah, we do have like rich people. They do a big ceremony. Yes, but people like us, we just do a small ceremony at home. Just call our parents, our friends, and then we do something, and then that's it. Because it's quite
I think
expensive at the
that's
time.
the I think that's the best way, really.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just have a day for yourself and your wife in this case, uh, and just and just enjoy it. Have the close friends and family around, and just enjoy
yeah.
the day and have. I think something simple is often
Yes, it's
nicer.
simple, very good. Yes, yes, yes.
Mhm. All
Okay,
right.
okay.
Okay. So we need to leave for today. Okay. We'll chat for the next class to figure out the time for the next class. Thank
Sure.
you very much, and we'll see everyone next time for the next class. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
And if there's anyone watching and they want to participate in here as well, you can just send us an email, chatonlessonjigsaw@gmail.com, and you can also participate in one of the classes here. Okay, so thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.